Hi. Uh, thanks for the raid. That's like the first time that's ever happened. um, yeah, I'm actually busy this week, so I have to limit myself to playing for only an hour because I have stuff to do. And I procrastinated all day yesterday after I got back home. So, just a little Ace Attorney, just an hour, just a little bit. Continue. Yeah, I have a midterm. I have stuff. I have an assignment. I took like, I was gonna stream like an hour earlier, and then I was like, I need to finish this assignment first, and then it took me like 2 hours, which is longer than it should have actually. And it's been a week since I played, so now I don't remember what happened last time. What happened last time actually? Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, why is he pissed? What happened? Yes, Your Honor. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? That is? It's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? It looks like something unexpected just happened to him. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note. Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that the suicide note is a forgery. Oh? What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was not written by Miss Impact herself. It is a fake. Like, actually? I thought we were bluffing last time. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Miss Impact, then who wrote it? We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening in this case, but like, I'm locked in. Mr. Corrida? Well. It looks like Miss Impacts never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about Angad. However, Your Honor, even though this suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. Angard could not have known that, and so that facts remain unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible. His theory that Angard had no idea that the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Huh? What? Present evidence? What? Okay. I'm like, I just got here. Well, surely. I'll just save right here. Sure. Okay. Yes. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. Angard to not have known it was a fake. Yeah, actually, oh, thank you for following. I'm just, yeah. Listen, if it tells me present evidence, I will try my best. So like, It was well, what, is it because they were dating? Is it because he found her? Is it? Oh shoot, that's not what I meant. Listen. Okay, yeah, I actually don't have anything else. Oh, I don't know why I'm stupid. You're so right. I was, for some reason I thought I was proving that oh no, that Juan knew. What, cause this thingy? Oh. I believe that even more important than finding out if this note is real or not is whether the attorney's badge pinned to that man's chest is real. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry guys. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that I messed up again. Yeah. Actually, there's something I'd like to ask. Wait, what? We're just moving on? Mr. Edgeworth, you had stated something earlier to the effect of the defendant had spied on Mr. Corda's private life. Is that it? I believe this would mean that he would have known about the note as well. That's it. Yes, and so naturally... This means Mr. Ngar would have known that the note wasn't fake. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna go back. I'll just accept it. They just corrected me. I didn't expect that. Order! Order! See here, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, I thought it would just like force me to try again, but it's like, oh, actually you're wrong. Here's the answer. I was the one who thought of the spying thing. Jumping in and stealing my thunder like that is simply, I can't even describe it. Yes, sorry. I couldn't have even bragged about embarrassing Mr. Edgeworth to my grandchild. I mean, is he gonna punish me for that? For that, I assign you a penalty, Mr. Wright. Wait, I get like a double penalty for that? What? If only I'd kept my mouth shut. Okay. Well, now I'm thinking about going back, but we'll accept it. So then the defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Yeah, what the fuck? Excuse me? Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution... I haven't seen that before. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Ngar's motive for murder was... It had suddenly disappeared into thin air. But Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Ngar monitored Mr. Corda 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Ngar didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? Order! 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 Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. As I figured. Huh? As you figured. As I figured. It came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Ngar's motive through the evidence, then he must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual. Huh? Edgeworth stuttering? This is not like him at all. Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley DeKiller to commit murder? That's impossible. Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty. Are you talking about, like, my client? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this witness? Yes? Go on, who is it? The man himself. Mr. Shelley DeKiller. Okay. Oh, Mr. DeKiller. Wait! Shelley DeKiller? You mean the killer? Or, I mean, the assassin? Oh, the telephone? Yes, Your Honor. He's coming here to the witness stand? Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes? Is this alright with you? Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. Gumshoe, do your job. This defense has no objections, Your Honor. I wonder if it really is alright to do this. We've been stalling for, what, an hour? Very well then, the prosecution calls this witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Now then, witness. Your name and your, occupation, please. It's actually the phone. It's like magnified. Very good, sir. My name is Shelley DeKiller, and I'm a professional assassin, just like that, okay. I say, but what is going on here? Your Honor? How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. DeKiller would testify to this court. So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about. Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. DeKiller himself. Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelley the killer. I understand. Please wait a second. I'm so hungry. Oh my god, Maya. But Maya! Maya! A voice! Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley the killer. Looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so... Now then, witness. There is one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be? At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corriga. Is this correct? It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corriga. It's pretty good. I'm having a great time. Now that we have it okay. Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client. I mean, I like the start of like the first game too. The second, I think it was the second, I don't even know. It was like the one with Emma instead of Maya. I like Emma, but the case itself was kind of in because I was struggling so much. Very well. This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it, a bad dream. Shelley the killer. What is he going to say? There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. That one, like, I had to give up and like use the walkthrough for that one. I like try really hard not to usually, but I was like, I can't do this anymore because I kept struggling. Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us. While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief. You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness? Yes, Your Honor. There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. Yes, ma'am. Hold it! You can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your clients? Hey, can you just tell me? I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. Oh. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means? Sorry, go on. Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright. It's only because you don't know about my situation. Haha. Okay, is there even any need for this? The trust between you and your client. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome. And that is why you're testifying in this manner. This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me. But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust? It has never happened before, but if it ever did... yes? That person wouldn't be my client for very long. Oh. No, that's fair. I do like seeing all the dialogue, but sometimes it feels like I'm not supposed to be doing it. They would certainly... That's enough. Please, no more. Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway. It seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. Oh yeah, there was a lot. The circus case had a lot going on. Oh yeah, and then they kind of punish you. Yeah, I remember now. I would think that this would be very bad for them. It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role. Huh? Their role? This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. Another of the crime? Oh wait, no, I'm reading it wrong. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven. Ah. You... Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty? To the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die? Oh, okay. Goddamn. No, I didn't say anything. The judge had better watch himself. Oh, okay. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client. I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do. That egomaniacal. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You wouldn't live very long if you let everything bother you. Somehow that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all this extra fluff. Just tell us the name already. Patience, try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and close, so you're going to have to work to get him to talk. I'm not his therapist, you know. Huh? Okay, wait. Hold on, I have a text. 1 second. Okay. Okay. I'm supposed to present something? Okay. I'm kind of at a loss because like it's been a week since I played and now I don't remember every detail. Oh no, okay. Sorry, text again. It's about an assignment. I don't want to think about it. Okay. Okay, I have to BRB this. Hold on. This might take a few minutes. Yeah, she's asking about an assignment we both have that's due tomorrow. So I'll put the little sign up and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Crisis averted, hopefully. Okay, well the main crisis is not averted because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. What am I doing? Just tell us the name, try to understand his mindset. You're gonna have to work to get him to talk. Okay. Well, I have to save here because I already lost too much health. Okay. Is it... Nothing is more important than the trust between a client and... Maybe my English is wrong, but the trust between between a client and himself? What did he say about this? The trust between... Oh, never mind. You and the client. Well, whatever. Anyway. Wait. I'm so sorry. Did I just miss something? A person who... Oh my god. I forgot last week that if I... Sometimes I have to do it twice. Man, okay. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human. And that's why you feel you can betray this person? I just missed some dialogue. No! Okay. I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role. Just my luck. An assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured? Are you serious? I forgot. Okay. Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic? This case just keeps getting better and better. If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understands your point, I think. Yeah, I was like, I thought it wasn't new, so I was skipping, but it was new dialogue. In that case, I believe I'm prepared to disclose the information you seek. Okay, Slay. You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready. Excellent. Oh, okay. He said he's ready. Oh, now then, I do believe it's about time I revealed the name of my client. Do you agree? Okay, yes. Yes, it is. What is it? Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask him, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness? What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Juan Correa? That person's name is... Oh. Huh? Adrian Andrews. What? Witness! That's not who you told me it was earlier. Oh, that's crazy. Right hell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. What? Oh, that's crazy. That is a huge radio, by the way. This can't be. On the phone earlier. What's going on here? My guess is that Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. That's crazy, actually. Stabbed Edgeworth in the back. I'm sure in order to get an audience with his court, Mr. the Killer told him a different name. Matt and Guard, perhaps? I knew it. This is outrageous. I was deceived. Yeah, I actually just threw him under the bus. This witness is telling a very serious lie. But you are the one who summoned this witness. You... Shelley the Killer. My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt on guard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal. Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this. Yeah. The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided this suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. the Killer's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all. No. No! With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt Engard is innocent. Oh. Oh. Ooh. I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict. Oh. He said bye. Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately. But now, with the way this is going, Unguard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya. Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer is lying. And Unguard, my client. I think we're still supposed to be stalling, technically. Maya's hungry. I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this? Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant? Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelley the killer is certainly lying under oath. We've had many witnesses lie under oath. It wasn't me! Listen, everyone, please! That testimony just now, it was all one big lie! Miss Andrews, the suicide note may have been a fake, but... Man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie. Yeah, like actually... Oh, he's lying under oath, boo-hoo. I had like 5 witnesses do that already. But Mr. the Killer himself has testified. He has named you as his client. No, that's not true. Also, there is quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and button, donning the nickel samurai costume. But that's... You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste impacts a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the 2 who hurt her. Men, okay. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead. No. Mr. Wright. Yeah? You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please. Help me. No. Yes, I know the truth. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I believe we have reached the end of this trial. No! Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions. I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? Okay, well... They already gave me this choice before, you know? Like, nothing's gonna change just because we almost got it again. Alright, well, let's keep going. Phoenix. I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept the not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know. But Matt Unguard is a killer. A murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I am no better than Unguard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. To pad his win-loss rate. I mean, the motivation here is to save Maya, but like also lose his perfect streak so far. He could have gotten Unguard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. Oh, hello, hello, hello. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust? I never thought about it until now. I trust him? Who are we talking about? Edgeworth? Yes, you do. You trust him! Mr. Wright, your opinion, please. The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. the Killer. Yeah, he has had a perfect win rate, and everybody bullies him. Am I hearing it correctly, Mr. Wright? Right? But... that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done. I'm not done yet. To see through this witness's lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at. And I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur. Maybe they'll find Maya eventually? Very well, the trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. the Killer. Right away, Your Honor. We're working together. My favorite lawyer-prosecutor couple. power couple. Has a verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more. About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. They trust each other, they're besties. That is how things are, usually done. What is he talking about? Usually done? But what shall we have him testify about now? Mr. the Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? I don't think anybody likes to go to court. Nobody goes to court because they want to. As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrida was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. Yeah, like, nobody, like, I don't, like, get my, like, I've never been to jury, but imagine getting, like, a jury letter or whatever it's called, and you're like, oh, fuck yeah, I get to be on a jury and I get to watch somebody, I get to sit here for hours and listen to people talk. No. This is the most unexpected turn of events for the, 5th time now. However, this time, everything has finally been revealed. I have no... Who's Maggie again? Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. We still have the cross-examination to do. But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the defense will question the witness, as if I have a choice here. Oh. The police lady, huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize testimony, then... Oh, the younger police lady, the one whose, like, boyfriend died? Yeah. I remember now, she was a fangirl. Then I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose. I don't understand what's going on anymore. Neither do I, man. That makes two of us. Alright. Press. What is it, Mr. Wright? If I press in the wrong way, it might raise suspicions on it. What? What? This case is great. Yeah, it's great. But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness, about requesting a hit. Yes? How much is your fee? Just out of curiosity, you know, I'm just a little curious. I see you're also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you'd like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. No. I'm not thinking of hiring Mr. Wright. Yes? You want to kill me. You want me dead, don't you? Oh my god. What? Why would you think something like that, Your Honor? Guilty! Mr. Phoenix Wright, you are hereby declared guilty. Okay, anyway, witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not? Anyways. We're just like, okay, that is fine. I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill. If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job. Yeah, what the hell, Phoenix? Yeah, well, a change in occupation would be good for you. However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party. Yeah. That goes without saying, Mr. the Killer. And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought that they could run away from their guilt. Okay, yeah. Are you talking about the button and the knife? Yes, in my business card. Oh, this card. So that no one has to waste their time, including the police. I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible. You tried to make things easy? My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service. He's pretty devoted to his work. but to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight. That is something I cannot overlook. It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. Okay. Hold it! So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing? That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too. No, I already told you, I have no intention of using your services ever. ... Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? Boop. From the very beginning? That is correct, from before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times. I wonder if that's really true. That's odd. Oh, okay. Well, he said that's odd, so we'll go back to that later. So why do you think your client did that? What do you mean, why? Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. And why would someone who has requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway? That is true. Yeah, he just wants to leave at this point. I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. On guard. If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do? Sadly, that is not possible. Huh? My job is to kill, that is all, and to leave my business card behind, naturally. The business card is so my clients may escape blame. To protect them is my duty. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall. And that's all you have to testify? Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to the stand again. Again? As in you plan to continue? I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney? Excuse me? Went from like, you want to use my services to you want to take up my job? No, I'm fine, really. Are you really? No. I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now. What are you going to do now, Phoenix? All I can do now is expose the lies. Phoenix Wright the assassin. What's it called? Ace assassin. However, you realize that will be very bad for our client, right? I'm so confused. But the one thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end yet. Okay, we press again. Right? From the very beginning. All he says is that's odd. I don't know, okay. Why did they do that? What do you mean, why? Oh, okay. Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. And why would someone who has requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway? That is true. I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. On guard. If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it? Oh wait, this is what we were talking about, right? Okay, never mind, sorry. Wait, hold on. So this, I have to present something? You already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrida was dead. Cause Edward's like, that's weird, so I guess. Spy camera. Picture. Well, my assumption is that we're trying to prove that she didn't know. Which, I mean, I feel like I can make a case for a lot of these. But, is it the correct answer? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, she left her fingerprints? Well, maybe that's not it. Right? I don't have to like... Blah 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 blah. Alibi. Nope. Oh, my laptop's warm. It is overheating because I was working on it earlier and then I let it like get to like 20%, and so I started charging it right before I started streaming. So it's working really hard right now. Okay. What did he say? From before she visited the room. And then he thinks that's odd, so now I have to find what's wrong with that. Okay. Camera, card, photo, that one. Well, I don't... Objection! Wait, actually? Okay, I was just being a little too careful, but because I was like, she wouldn't leave fingerprints, right? Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. The Killer. What is the meaning of that attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Corda had been murdered. Easy, yeah, but how do you know that? From this wine glass, Your Honor. The glass. I know. I'm like, is it correct? What if I'm wrong? And then it is right. Yippee! Mr. The Killer's supposed client thought Mr. Corda had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim. But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan? I got the Phoenix logic. That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they never would have left their fingerprints behind. I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon? Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct? He said no. I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client as you claim, then your client should have knowledge of Mr. Corda's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. Hell yeah. How strange. Yes? Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation? Oops. Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble. Yeah, I know. Objection! Yeah! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence. Ah, sorry. Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you. Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request is taken. Very well. Right now I have to buy us more time. I'll wait for the items the killer left behind to get here. I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. This is a long-ass trial. This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the award ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory and I believe I have made no mistakes. Yeah, they're usually bickering. So you physically met your client, huh? That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Hold it. Okay. 1 week ago, are you sure? Yes, I am quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations. And I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep that. I'm not... Please stop. In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind. It really is, yeah. Like last week, I think it was I was like, I'm gonna stream for 1 hour. It was 2 hours. It was 2 hours. Yeah. Ace assassin. Attorney. A specific date and time. Hold it. Did you ask why on that specific night? You know, he never answered how much it cost. No. I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's requests. But as for why, I only had my suspicions. Your suspicions, huh? Are we... oh, sure? So what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that night? I'm sure it was all for the bear. The bear? The bear? My client spoke of it. Yeah. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in one corner of his room. I'd like you to retrieve that item for me. He must be talking about this bear puzzle. Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference, after all. That is correct. And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where that bear figurine was. I see. I do not see. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? Oh god. What if I say it's important and they're like, present evidence? The testimony just now has made one thing clear, and that is... the client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet? Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that. Oh, really? Witness, please continue. How embarrassing. Oopsie. That's mine, sorry. So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right? Of course I did. What was that? What was with the brief pause? Press further. Listen, as long as I don't get punished. Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details. I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I had never taken a request by telephone or mail. Yeah, no HP damage. And why is that? That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye. Well, Mr. Wright, was testimony just now of any importance? Okay, but like, what if I do this? Of course, it was very important, Your Honor. Everything's important. If Mr. the Killer admitted his client before the murder, then it's unlikely he was mistaken. So you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews? I guess so. You see, it is just as I said, bro. I'm so lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here? Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax. Now then, would the witness please continue? Okay. Never punished. Let's go. So your client was Adrian Andrews. That is correct. Well, he says two of them met, but if they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with Dakota's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. You have to draw more information for him, but you can't draw his suspicion. If you can do that, you should be able to find a flaw in his testimony somewhere. Talk about a delicate balance. Okay. A week ago, on the night of the ceremony... well, he said it wasn't important. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. Suspicions. Well... okay. Okay. A week ago... nope, never mind. Specific date and time. Huh? Well... for the bear... well, apparently it's not important, I don't know. It's not very important, okay. He paused, but when I press, he doesn't care. Stop sidestepping my questions. What do you mean by that? My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person? Oh, okay. I've already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to— Ooh, I began to trust him. That's when I thought, I can trust this person as a client. It's true what they say about talking face to face. Well, Mr. Wright, was testimony just now of any importance? He said him. If I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe testimony just now is of the utmost importance. Huh? Really? If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony. Very well. Okay, well... But as we now know, that was not how it turned out, correct? What do you mean? Adrian Andrews turned out to be a client who couldn't stick to the rules, right? Well, yes, Adrian's a woman. I suppose you are correct. So let's check one last time. Are you sure your testimony is accurate? Huh? We're not gonna point that out? Okay, that's fine. Maybe it's a translation thing. I don't know. Client. Okay. We got this. Everything's fine. Right? I don't know. Not trustworthy. Didn't stick to the rules. I suppose you're correct. Huh? Well, I pressed further and then I let it go and then... Huh? Okay, am I supposed to present something? Couldn't stick to the rules. Well... It seems like it, yeah. I'm like, I'm concerned that like the him here is like a translation thing, and I'm just like overlooking. Because like, what if they don't use pronouns in the Japanese translation, and they just put him here when they're talking about H? Oh, whatever. Okay. This guy? Or do I? Well, this is a woman. Objection! Oh, okay. I would like to go over this one more time. I'm just overthinking it. Cause like sometimes like when I read shitty translations, they like... Well, no, that's not it. It's more like... No, wait. Sometimes in like Japanese, they don't use pronouns, so then you don't know the gender of the person you're talking about. But then that translates to English to using pronouns, so I don't know. Anyways, I think it was intentional. Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time. Yes, that is correct. And that's when he thought he was trustworthy. Okay, it was intentional, I'm sorry. How many times did I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. I don't really remember, but yeah, it has been good, so I should have trusted it. What? Shelley the Killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews. Oh, is it because Adrian's like a male name? Why would you say that? Is burger sushi? Question mark? Because he made one very big slip up. About her. So what is the issue? Burger sushi? Like, is it like sushi but in like the shape of a burger? Oh, what did you say just now? Oh, I don't remember that. They called sushi burgers in the first game? Like sushi and burger sushi together? Or like they just like switched it or something? About her? Oh, so he thought Adrian was a guy. Okay, I see. Have you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person? One look would have told you that she is a woman. Oh. That's interesting because I'd never heard Adrian as a female or like a female before. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? This witness testified to the following. that he always meets face-to-face with his clients when taking their requests. But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person. Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. the Killer's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews. Oh, I see. Ew, what the fuck? Why is it like, what is it leaking? They tried to make it more American by using burgers. Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However... Ew, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? I mean, honestly, the localization's been pretty good, so I don't recall any issues. Except for the one you just mentioned, which is the burger sushi. I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor. Her name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is, without a doubt, a very androgynous name. Yes, I see. Unluckily for Mr. the Killer. The entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so, he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. What? What is going on? Shelley the Killer. This court demands an explanation. I like the names. They're silly. I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. So does that mean you remember something different now? Yes, of course. Please, if you allow me to testify once more. I know he's just going to spit out more lies. Localizations and art, I can only imagine how difficult it is. Well, I mean, the irony is that this is kind of set in, like, America. Technically, kind of. Very well, but this time, please give us the truth, nothing but the truth. Shelley the Killer. Yes, now I remember. I took the request by mail. Didn't you just say, there have been times when I took a job without having met my client? Okay. The requests for the murder of Juan Corda and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man. Okay. So he took this job through a letter. He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony. Which means he's definitely lying. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. I know, I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like we can do this. Oh, okay. I look forward to figuring that out, to finding that. As long as he's standing there across from me, no matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it. Besties. Now then, let's begin the cross-examination. Okay, it's 4:45. Let me figure out if I can do this in the next 15 minutes. But didn't you just say that you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. As long as he's by my side. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible. But didn't you meet your client this time? No, I did not. Oh, come now, let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me. Alright then, just cough it up and confess. Mr. Wright, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Okay, I'm sorry. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. the Killer met with his client? I guess I don't. Let's just hold on. I'll hold off. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I don't have any proof. I see. Then your line of questioning was just another waste of time. Sadly for us, Your Honor, that is the nature of right and wrong. Damn. Okay, sorry. And why could you not meet certain clients? Recently, I've been receiving more requests. If I met each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities. Nice business opportunities? On top of which, the times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers, correct? Well, I joined the times and now take requests via electronic mail. Electronic mail? Do you have to mail that in a special insulated envelope? I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail is commonly referred to as email. Email? In a contest of mimicry, the judge would beat a parrot, hands down. Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client, and... Okay, cool. 2 or 3 other things? Yes. And what were these other things? A few other things that have nothing to do with this case. What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? Well, it'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad. Well, let's see how much I get punished for that. Whether or not they're related to this case for the court to decide. Oh no, Mr. Attorney. Yes? Everything I've said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client, which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client? That's... I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one... Wait! Uh-oh. This is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? No? Tequila sounds like one sharp man. I should try to find a better way to do this without making him suspicious. Let's continue with the testimony. Witness, if you please. He wouldn't be messing with me. Apparently he gets pissed if I do that though, so okay. So you're saying that you never saw your client's face, not even once? I did, once. It was when I went to give my client the figurine. Yes, I see. Miss Andrews was wearing a mask at the time. A mask? Nickel samurai mask, I'm guessing. Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about this? Do you have any problems with this piece of testimony? My brain power is gone. Oh god. Okay, what happens if I say there's a contradiction? One thing does sort of stick out at me, Your Honor. Witness, I think you most definitely saw your client's face. Let's recall Mr. Power's testimony. After the awards ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. Matt gave the bellboy a tip. You received quite a large roll of cash from Mr. Ungar, and at the time, he was not wearing his nickel samurai mask. Oh-ho! Oh-ho? Order. Yes, now that you mention it, I do remember that. Witness. Yes, that night I did wander the floor as a bellboy. I received plenty of tips that night for carrying juice to the various rooms. Is that so wrong? Huh? The man who gave me that tip was not my client. He was probably just a very generous person. No. I'm sorry, but sadly we are not nearly so generous here. If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays... And why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? I think he said something similar. Oh, the deja vu. And isn't his salary more than enough for one man? And where is your evidence that the large roll of cash was not in fact a tip? Come, Mr. Edgeworth, show me the money. Ah. What? Mr. Attorney? Yes? You know, I think your line of questioning has been a little strange. In fact, I would say you don't seem to believe Miss Andrews is my client. Oh, no, it's not like that at all. I just think lies aren't a good thing, you know? Oh, I know, and I agree. Lies are not a good thing at all. I think we are on the same page now, aren't we, Mr. Attorney? Remember, if I feel threatened in any way, I am free to cut contact at any time. I'm sorry, please forgive my foolishness. If only you were this apologetic all the time, god damn. Anyway, I do not see a huge contradiction here. Therefore, you may continue, witness. We pretty much reached the end of our rope here. Huh? Seems like we're still okay to me. And that's exactly what is so bad. At the rate we're going, we'll end up completely destroying the killer's lie. If we do that, you already know how serious of a situation that will put us in. Oh yeah. All I can do now is pray that those items reach us in time. Okay, but like, are they gonna reach us in time? Or am I just gonna sit here and... Was there something here? I wish you don't meet them. The email joke, okay. Okay, that's not worth it. I guess we'll just... Well, we'll just push it, I guess. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Okay, let's piss him off. It's okay because I will simply reload. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were. If it's truly that important, I suppose you don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. The bear figurine? After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was that figurine? It was inside Mr. Corrida's suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client. Interesting. This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony. As you wish. Oh, they kind of hated me. They scared me off. I found this figurine at Mr. Ungard's mansion. If you gave it to Miss Andrews, then what was it doing there? I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan to frame Mr. Ungard, I'm sure. That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with this piece of testimony? Oh, I guess. I suppose. So the killer says he gave the figurine to Miss Andrews, but I know somewhere in that statement there is a contradiction. And yet, I know that if I present something trivial here, he will cut the connection on his end. If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence. She's right. Yeah, Your Honor, just give me a second. Just let me think it over. Dr. Wright? I don't think you're a doctor, dude. Excuse me? You have a doctorate? Do you need... Wait, are lawyers... No, right? Yeah, no. Give me a second, Your Honor. What am I proving again? I already forgot. What happens if I click think it over again? It's no use. As long as I can't put my finger on the central problem here, pressing this witness anymore would be extremely dangerous. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I have to go back. Okay. My bad. Found this figurine there, blah blah blah. Here's a contradiction. Witness, let's go over this one more time. You gave Miss Andrews the bear figurine, and she told you to take the bear and wait for her at Ungard Mansion. Is that correct? Yes. Where are you going with this? Well, I think you might have remembered a few things incorrectly. What? This is a battle of wits. I can't let up on him. I don't think it is possible for Miss Andrews to have been the recipient of this bear. What? God damn, okay, Are any of these relevant? Probably not. No, he said it was a suitcase. Your Honor, give me a moment. I'm thinking. I don't have the dots connected, but we'll just guess. Oh, for real? Okay, lit. Okay, Shelly to kill her. If you had really given the bird to Miss Andrews. And this item should not have been inside it. Honestly, I was just like, maybe that's connected. I don't know how, but yeah. This item. I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going. Where is everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase? Okay. Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. And I was going to burn it for her sake. Ah. Yeah, I did not think about that. If even for a single minute, the spear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it. Yippee! Order, order, order. So that's where you two were going. So by the very fact the suicide note was still inside the bear, that's honestly just how I play the game. I'm like, is this kind of related? Probably. And then it's right somehow. It tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle. Which means... It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Agent Andrews to be the client. Aho! Oh, order, order, order! Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, right answer, wrong reason. I'm sure I mentioned this before. A win's a win. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement. No, that's not. That's enough. If that is your intention, then there is only one thing for me to do. Wait, please. Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. Hold it! No, please. Not that. Please wait. Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end and I might stay my hand. Otherwise... Oh. Yeah. What in the... Mr. Wright, are you... He's having a bad time. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough? Well, we should... Edgeworth, we can't do this. If we keep this up, Maya, she'll... The prosecution... What has come over everyone? Even you are. The prosecution... rests. What is going on around here? The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. What? Oops. Okay, you know, I think I have to end it now. As much as I want to keep playing. I think it's a good time to take a break because I can't... I'm so behind on all of my shit that I did not do. Okay. I streamed today because I will not be streaming tomorrow because I have stuff to do as well. So stream next week, either Wednesday or Thursday again. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. I wish I had like a wave email or something when I upgrade my PNG tuber. Bye bye.